Welcome back, everybody. Monte here for another episode of Railway Empire. Back in our hometown of Portland. That's right, this is the free mode series, episode 2. So we can pretend we've got Mount Hood off in the distance. You know, go for a good ski or something like that. I think some heavy snowfall is falling this time of year. But anyway, we've got to get back to it. Don't you worry, the game is paused. I did some things. It is episode 2. Remember last episode we focused on building down to Eugene with our mail and passenger line. And then we also tried an experiment. Not from Eugene. Yeah, from Eugene down to the Lee farm for some grain. And what happened was we were hoping that grain would get dropped off in Eugene, and then a train would pick it up from Eugene and take it on up to Portland as if it was a warehouse. It didn't work. So I rebuilt some stuff. I kind of had to start over. I had planned to start over anyway, but, you know, dopey me. I actually, of course saved the recording, but forgot to save the game. And then when I played something else, my autosave disappeared, and it was all my fault. I got rid of my own save. Anyway, I had to start fresh, so I did things a little bit different. I am going to go ahead and press the untrack build button to unpause it here. And we are going to go check out, let's see, right here, center on, Portland, Eugene. We got a lot of good passengers going on here. And let's check out, do I have any personnel? Yes, I do have a, who do we got here? This is our engineer. And it is our engineer who is creative. So they add speed, acceleration, and train performance. Kind of like that, so that's been working out well, but let's now talk about what is new. So I'm going to hit that pause button again. This is hopes. This is crazy hopes of 200,000 to build out to Gold Beach with a tunnel. And you know what? I'm starting to like the building more and more. Even though there is no contour lines that I know of, if you just build out each section and just make sure you pay attention, like here, if I drag this down, just make sure you're not like that. Because you can obviously tell it's a big incline. So I'm going to try to come in pretty smooth following this mountainside. And some of this could definitely be rebuilt to save some money. But it was just kind of fun. Like, this is a terrible incline right here. See, every incline will affect the speed of your train. You should avoid inclines or use powerful locomotives, which obviously... it's 1830. We don't really have that much. However, we could upgrade to the John Bull. Not gonna. We're gonna go with the covered freight. I want the increase the transportation fee per freight car by 10% because I want money now, and then we'll upgrade. Because if I bought this guy, I'd probably only put him on my express line anyway. So here's what I've got going on. We're going with the warehouse. And the warehouse is pretty awesome. It's under this building construction, hiding down under the supply tower. Big old warehouse. Next thing that's cool with the warehouse is I'm going to click on this warehouse and show you how it works. You can activate the goods that you want stored here. So I'm storing food or corn or whatever. Corn, wood, and grain. So as you can see just now, look, we have grain coming in, which is at 1420. And it's going to fill up to 20 out of 20. I can't... I can store more. I didn't know I could do that. See, you learn something new every day. What's the maximum? 99. Okay, now why wouldn't it just start there? Why does it start me at 20? Is there a maximum for the warehouse? See, I'm learning as we go. Anyway, that's really cool to know because this train that was going to pick up the grain, this guy right here, he was having a lot of complaints due to the fact of, let's get a ride along here. Having a lot of complaints because the warehouse was full and he couldn't take any more grain, right? Whistle, whistle. We'll whistle for that. And we're going to close on out. So grain goes to the warehouse. Next is I have lumber way up here from Robinson Logging. And it's doing well. Full train right here. Cool. Robinson Logging actually hits up the warehouse.
I know the problem.
And
those damn hot
then
water
goes to Eugene. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to end up changing that. I also had a train going from Lewis Manor. Here, let me bring up the train list here. I had one going from Lewis Manor all the way to Portland. But what was happening was it was taking too long, which was overfilling my warehouse with the grain. So I ended up just adding a train to just Portland to the warehouse and another train that just does Lewis Manor to the warehouse. I'm thinking about, I did that a little bit backwards, because what I'd really like is Robinson Logging to just go to the warehouse and back, because it's such a long trek. But just warehouse to Eugene, not so bad. Anyway, so much to talk about, but we're really kind of getting there. I'm really happy to have kind of worked this out in a really more efficient way, because it's coming here. We're going to get logs dropped off in a second. I actually remembered this time for supply towers. So every line has a supply tower. The cool thing is here, when you get your tracks to double up, the supply tower can support multiple tracks. So this supply tower is kind of a 2-for-1, right? So it's kind of getting both of these lines. But I did make sure I have a supply tower for my express line. And I also have a supply tower right here down for my farm. But see, what I could have done is if all these stretched out a little bit more, I could probably put this supply tower here to supply all these, and it would have been a triple threat for now, because I don't actually have a fourth line coming in. Just wanted to make it look cool. See, so we're learning as we go, but a lot of cool warehouse stuff going on. All the tips. I'll eventually turn these off. Oh, what do we have here? Starting bid. I'm going to throw down 20 bucks before we even know. Okay, we are trying to auction on the Bell, which I'm all for bumping up our technology.
Will your books still balance after the auction?
Nice. Look at that. We still got money post-auction, and we just got the train whistle. So increases the number of passengers in every city where your company has a station by 10%. That is fantastic. And we also have money for the next train. So we're going to unlock the John Bull.
New locomotive. How nice.
And let's check out how we want to, hold on, pause. Do I have this guy? Whoa, what am I doing? Let's get out of, oh, I get it, track construction. Do I have, I got to get out of that. Dang it, I was just trying to pause it. You. Do we have you set up properly here? Are you an express train is my real question. Let's see how we can do this. Set up line. You're going to be freight only, express goods only. Yes. Should we? Yes. Like that. Okay. Because then what I'm going to do is, before I forget, click on the warehouse and make sure we add the ability to hold booze. Because we might start getting beer from the microbrews in Portland, and then we can transfer that down to Eugene through our freight network. Because what I want to do now is I think I can go to the engine shed, and I'm just testing this out. If I go to replace locomotives and then just say replace express trains. Ooh, see, it doesn't say yes. I don't think that's going to catch it as an express train. But let's see. Portland to Eugene. Are you seen as... How could I see if this guy is on the express? Let's see. Set up rail line. Express goods only.
When your trains break down, it is a reflection of your company's management.
So here's what I want to do. Manage train. How can we buy locomotive? Hold on. When did we get that guy? We need the fastest one, so we got to get the John Bull. And we're going to replace that locomotive. Yeah, hold on to your horses there. John Hancock. Okay, I don't remember getting this one, but it's a decent price. It's cheaper than the John Bull. Oh, I get it. The John Hancock is the grasshopper with the covered top. So it makes it a little bit faster, probably a little bit more aerodynamic. Somehow it gets more power. And it's got the little bell on it, so you can see all the little upgrades. I got you. Anyway, let's check it out. I think this guy can be designated as an express once he gets like the fastest route. Is that true?
I won't begrudge you this record, but the next one belongs to me.
Aha! Yep, we got a record. We got the record. So is it possible? Let's see how to do this, because I was reading, if I have to, tips and tricks. Let's see, transport express trains. For passengers, speed is important. For shorter journeys, takes quickers. In order for a train to become an express train, it must fulfill 2 criteria. Firstly, it has to be pulled by one of the fastest locomotives at the time. Check mark. Secondly, the train has to complete its route in record time. I think we just did that. You should therefore, okay, yes, avoid unnecessary stops. Unless I stopped for supplies, which I don't think I did. Suitability as express train right there. You see that fire? I think that means check mark 1. Dreamliner, which is us, has the fastest train. That should be check mark 2, correct? Right? Alright, we're learning about express trains on the fly. Okay, we're going to get rid of these. Better cities. Yep, 60% to have some kind of demand. Good. Good. And good. I can dig it. Alright, we're doing alright. Come on. Let's see it actually hit that record. And see if that's what it was. Alright, select train. Let's view this. No, just suitability as express train. Wonder what we're missing here. Oh, it's getting better and better. So I think once we hit this line here, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it good. Something else that I thought was cool is you click on your warehouse, make sure you realize you can upgrade it, and put a maintenance shed or whatever they're called. That's not very informative, is it? Maintenance building. Yeah. So I have one built at the warehouse, which is covering all the trains, pretty much, except the one going into Portland, but I already have a maintenance shed in Portland. So all my trains are covered. This could be like Oak Park over here or something like this. I'm on the west side of the... We'll go with this being the Willamette River going down to Eugene. I think that's what we're looking at here. But this is good, right? We got freight going in. We have our train almost the level of Express. Let's watch him in up close. Let's actually get a nice ride-along view here. Oh, are you going to stop? You going to stop? No, we got a green light. We're going. We don't need nothing. We don't need none of your stuff. All right, let's look behind us. Back button. Ooh. Very nice. The Cascades off in the distance. And back to the front. Coming on into Portland, Mount Hood in the distance. If it was Washington State up there, you'd have Mount St. Helens, and this would be pre-explosion, so it would be pointed and not rounded. That volcano didn't pop until the 80s. Anyway, let's hop on out of here, close with the right click. Portland is looking mighty fine. Mighty fine. Things are going well. And did the train... I was like, he just disappeared into nothingness. How are we doing here? Are you an express train? No, you dropped down a little bit. You know, there might be some incline problems or something. Have to keep an eye on it. Too bad we don't have any other personnel we can hire to put on this guy. We're already giving him someone to give us an acceleration bonus. So there is that. Bunch of grain, little bit of wood, little bit of food. And then let's see, what are we going to be able to expand to next time? We could go to the Lopez farm. We could go out here to the West farm. And again, I really want to start getting down to Reading, but before we do that, A little bit of research here. Detonator reliability of all trains. I can dig it. Let's see about investing in somebody here. Oh, let's see. Doc Murphy. American Central. Are you... Hold on. Let's see. Who's the one? Who do we want to take? I think I want to go after California down here. Who's this? Let me click on your train. Can I click on your train? Select train. No. Select train. Maybe I can tell by the color. These guys are orange. Let's see. Hold your horses. We're all lost now. Company. Doop. Nope. Nope. Competitors. I can't tell where you are. So, Doc Murphy, we're going after you. We are going to buy... Can we get 10%? Yes, we can. We're buying 10% of your company.
Another satisfied investor.
Yes. Very cool. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit of money off of him. Get up to 50%. Merger with him. Take him over. All his rail will go away. And any of his staff will become available to me. Mwahaha. That's the plan. Market Crier, what are you good at? Promotes the possibilities of your trains and increases mail and passenger volume by 50% in your cities over several weeks. Sure. You're hired. Safety? Comfort? Safety? Comfort. Who cares about safety? It's the 1830s. March 1831, we have played into the game just over a year. And I would say things are going okay. Look at that. Pretty fancy. And I gotta say, when you're zoomed out, reminds me of a little bit of mini Metro with the little lines all set up, and then if we had the goods popping up, different little colored trains. Anyway, fun little game. I think that's on the tablet and stuff now too. I just played it back on Steam back in the day. Great little gift. Really appreciated it. Appreciated it. And let's see. I could have waited and spent my money on this expansion. I'm going to do that next time. Looking at our competition, I think we're doing all right. He's got 2 towns set up, and he's got grain and a forest. I'm really kind of rocking it. Portland's doing really well, up to 40. And it's starting to get higher demands like cloth and milk. So we're going to have to go get some of that, guys. But you know what? I'm going to call it. We've made it about a year. We talked a lot about the warehouses, and we're taking a critical stance anyway. Reporter exposes grievances. Things are going down for us, and there's sheep for sale. So if you need a sheep, I'm the man to call. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning on in.
My reporter has revealed nothing.
Railway Tycoon, free mode, the West. We'll continue next episode. I'll catch you guys in the comments. Remember, post below. Let me know what you guys think of where we should go with the series, what we should go get, and who we should take over, who should we buy. And I'll catch you guys next episode. Thanks again for watching. And to all you new subscribers, we've got a lot of new folks joining in. Thanks, man. Hope you guys enjoy. And feel free to check out the channel. I got a lot of content. And I don't usually talk about that kind of stuff. But boy, you guys have really been active. A lot of new viewers. So I've got to really say thank you. And hope to see you next episode. You guys keep on gaming. Monte Rico Gaming. Cheers.